Welcome to Almost Functional Gaming. We aim to help all followers of Russ and the Allfather to improve on the tabletop. List building, tournament recaps, unit reviews, weekly council of the Fang, and other tips to help us all go from almost functional to fully functional. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out our merch store and Almost Functional score tracker on Amazon.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Almost Functional 40K. Here again with another Council of the Fang. We got Aiden here with us.
What is up, Matt? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing fine. Coming off of a weekend of 40K. I think we also have, look who it is, Saga the Hunter joining us.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Good. How are you tonight, Hunter?
Good, good. Just got home from work, so coming in hot.
Cool.
That's great. But yeah, I was just saying I got off a weekend of Warhammer at the Team Battle Brothers GT. Shout out to all the TBB boys, all the away games guys. Jordan, good listener of the chat, was there playing Space Wolves.
Nice.
Yeah. How was your weekend? How are you doing?
Man, my weekend was good. It was kind of a relaxing weekend. Did a lot of hobbying, getting ready for Worlds.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that was nice. Hobbying and football, hard to beat.
Yeah.
Hard to beat.
Yeah, I just ran an event this weekend, so I didn't actually get to play in it.
Cool. Was RTT, GT?
RTT, just the little one I host here at my shop, 12 people.
Nice.
Hey, man, sometimes those are where some of the best lists are born. So
Well, it's geared more toward competitive. It's like our team practice, and we invite some of the other competitive teams around. And then there's a little Mexican place that we all go eat lunch together, and so it's a nice, just more camaraderie day for practicing lists more than it's only a 12-man, so you don't get many points for winning it. So
yeah, it's always fun though.
Oh yeah,
where you know everybody too. That's always a great time. Like I said at the TBB GT, I'm a team member of TBB, so I knew like 90% of the people there. We all went out for lunch, went out for drinks and karaoke after. It was just such a hoot.
I think I love RTTs because you can make just the most craziest lists that you would never bring to a GT or a major. I think when we had the champions of Russ, I brought like just every character that we had.
Yep.
Every named, every three of every captain on this, and just did all the sagas. It was so much fun just doing.
And sometimes one of those crazy lists, you find a little nugget that actually transfers over to your good lists.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah. Well, speaking of which, have either of you found any nuggets recently that you're looking at?
Well, I've been running the 3 Redemptor list and having decent success and enjoying it.
Really enjoying it.
Finally got a test game the other night into 20 Fire Dragons.
How'd it go?
I won by 10 points, 74-64, but the Redemptors were all going by turn 3.
Did not survive. Yeah.
But they still just can't deal with the Terminators.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to leverage.
Yep.
There was a couple of Space Wolf players at our event, TBB GT, who did pretty well. I mean, Jordan won 3-2, which was awesome. I think they all went 3-2 in the end, but there were a couple undefeated Wolf players at the end of day one. One was playing Saga the Hunter, and the other Saga the Beast Slayer, which was very shocking that none of the Stormlands, none of the Gladius made it in. I was to 3-0 on the first day.
Yeah.
But I was interesting because I was seeing Saga the Hunter go 3-0, and I was like, wait a second, this is kind of a little crazy. He had 30 Wolfen, 12 head takers with Wolfguard battle leaders. And I was thinking like about the output of those squads. They're all hitting on 2s, rolling 1s all the time. And then some of them have sustained, and then you get +1 to wound really easily. And then I was like, wait a second. That doesn't sound that bad, actually,
Yeah, I've played around with it, and just sometimes I felt weird when I was making some lists with the +1 to hit and +1 to wound, trying to get that as fast as possible. And I felt like it was like I was making like a knockoff Custodes, the Lions, and that's what, the Lions of the Emperor. I was like, well, they just get it automatically. I gotta work hard to get the +1 to wound, and even then I don't know. It was just interesting. I'd like to play with it some, but when I made a list and theory hammered, so I was like, well, I'm just like not as good custodies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's got some interesting ideas there. I might play around with it at some point, but
Indeed.
Storm Raven for Murder Fang.
Yeah, see, that's seems to be the flavor of them right now. Seems like a lot of fun. That's what I did with my second place GT winnings. I got a Storm Raven and a Hammer Storm Speeder.
That's crazy to me.
Love it.
Speaking
Love
of
it.
which, Hunter, did you settle on your worlds list? And does it include the murder maker himself?
So I did settle on my worlds list, and I did not go with Murder Fang or the Storm Raven. I did a big pivot, did a lot of testing in some games, and really like the list I'm bringing now. And even though it's weird, like I won a GT with it, you think you could just plug and play it and go. And I still think that's a really good list, but I'm pretty happy with my list. I'm taking the worlds now.
Wow. Well, first of all, let's take a moment of silence for Murder Fang. Anyway, it's awesome that you want a GT with him, but what are you pivoting to?
So it's very similar list. It's still Stormlance. It's still got Arjack and his 10 Terminators. It's still got Solo Logan, an Intercessor Squad, the Combi Lieutenant. I am adding, so I have 2 units of 6 Thunderwolf Cav instead of the 1 that I had earlier. I've got a unit of 10 Wolfen with Hammers that I was able to get into the list, and a unit of 6 Head Takers with a Wolf Priest to go with them.
Wow. So that's in Stormlance, right?
That's in Stormlance. So just still spamming as much 4 Binvolans in the whole army, a lot of T6 and above, and just seeing how durable I can get. I do really, I feel like I bet at Worlds I'm going to wish I had that Storm Raven and Murder Fang the entire time. I'm going to be in every game like, man, if only I had Murder Fang. Yeah, that's kind of the list now. Talking with just a lot of people. Oh, and 2 Scout Squads. I forgot about that. I have double Scout Squad for this list. I think that really helps with the what the list wants to do. If I go first, you're hemmed in your deployment zone even worse now because of the scouts. If I go second, I threw away a scout unit, which sucks, but it's not. They still have to get around.
Yeah.
A thing with it, and having the Wolf Priest does make my Wolfen have OC within 12 inches, which is not hard. I found like I was easily with that big 10-man squad throwing 10 OC at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think if I had the models, though, I think I would have taken the Head Takers and the Wolf Priest out and had 10 more Wolfen with Hammers.
Yeah, Wolfen with Hammers are just so reliable into what they do.
Yeah, I think the theme of the list would have been like T6 and above, and just go from there.
So my question for you, Aiden, is what are you taking to Worlds? What chapter?
The Wolf Ravens. No, I decided that I was going to stick with my GT winning list. It felt a little unfair to bring Wolves to Worlds when I didn't earn it. I earned it with Raven Guard. So I stuck with them. They're a different play style of Wolves. I'm still learning a lot about how to play. I got all my Wolf models converted with the Raven Guard models. I actually am using Ragnar converted into Shrike. I'm using the new Chapter Master Ethan Sean model, which is gorgeous with a Wolfguard Terminator head. Yeah.
They just updated this thing so I can do sounds now. So that's why I asked you that. I was hoping you'd say that so I could click the boo.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. Oh man. Yeah. I couldn't find a wolf list silly enough to bring to Worlds.
No, that's cool. I mean, it's hard not to take it.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny seeing all those models that you talk about. I've seen in just Discord so many people converting up
Mhm.
the new White Scars guy on a book, the blood the rate the guy that you talk about, Shrike and stuff, and just
Yeah.
making them more wolfy. And that's kind of the cool things that you can do with 40K. I love it. If you're gonna
Yeah.
do a sneaky wolves, at least
Yep.
convert the models.
We can't take our Terminators or Thunderwolves in any of those, which sucks.
Man, I actually was looking at a Space Wolf Vanguard because, my God, I think the best part of the detachment is the teleporting Centurion Devastators that just delete anything. Then I was like, wait a second, you can bring wolves in and bring some durability and some decent melee. There's an idea there, but I haven't had time to pursue it.
Yeah, but it gets a lot more expensive because you don't get the free uppy downies and stuff. Like
You don't get free
more
uppy
limited.
downy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple downgrades, but there's also a couple upgrades.
Well, that's the joy of being a space wolf, is we always start the fight uphill. With every detachment, it's just like I was talking about earlier. I feel like I made a custody list, just not as good. It's just, with the hunter and stuff.
Well, Aiden, now I have to root for you to get second place right behind Hunter because he's running wolves and you're not.
Oh no, trust me. If me and Hunter play, Hunter is going to crush me. That's the one thing Raven Guard does not want to face, is something that is going to A, very fast, B, very durable, and C, run at you.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Murder Fang, so I don't know how good he's going to do.
I don't know. Without Murder Fang, then I don't know.
It's the whole time I'll be like, man, I wish I had that twin length, flat damage 3, sustained hits, claws. And
it's always that way when you're 50-50 on something. Whichever way you go, the other way would have been better that weekend.
Totally. Yeah.
Always.
Well, I think you talked about it, but I think I love about Murder Fang that something that our book doesn't do is like a delete button. Like Murder Fang is the closest thing to a delete button that we have.
Yes.
Yep, that's why I figured if I was dropping the Storm Raven, I didn't feel like I had a good enough vessel to deliver Murder Fang to where I wanted to.
Yeah.
It's still probably not bad, him just being on foot running around, but it was just different being able to move 20 inches and now Murder Fang's over here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, delete button. I said, if I can't have a delete button, I guess I can just get in the way more Thunderwolf Cav and Scouts.
Yeah, for sure.
That's everyone's been asking, what's your plan? It's like, get in the way. That's if I play against Raven Guard or Admech, I'm just gonna throw my army at you and see if you can handle it and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Player.
Yeah. Go ahead, Aiden.
Yeah, having trouble with. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Just we'd like your thoughts on this, Hunter. But baseball player playing Stormlands having trouble with custodies. Any suggestions?
Into custodies is you're faster than them.
Yeah, they do the toughness as good or better, but yeah, we have the speed. That's one of the few times. Well, not one of the most. A lot of times we're faster than other people, but they're one of the few people that actually damage durability wise can keep up with us.
Yeah.
And I would say, and it depends on what attachment you're doing there. Kangas Khan.
He said Stormlands.
But yeah, if you're doing Stormlands, just take a dot, measure out where his bikes and people can move and do their charge distance and know that yours is farther than that.
Yeah.
So he has to respect your charge distance. You still got to respect his, but you can threaten him.
Yeah. And maybe don't fight him straight up. Like, you're faster, try to get multiple units into the same thing and fight on your terms. Don't unit for unit with him because you probably lose that.
Yeah. Another one of the armies where you can't just straight up rush them and kill them because they have the durability, they have the melee.
Yeah, deploy kind of centrally, and depending on how he deploys, swarm to one flank and just overwhelm him.
Mm-hmm. Get him to commit his big melee squads to a flank rather than the middle. Because the second they deploy to a flank, they only get one advance and charge turn, then they're moving 6 inches and nothing else. Mm-hmm. So definitely pull him to a side, try to get him to fight over his expansion, and then go for other objectives.
Yeah, use scouts and stuff. I mean, it won't work on the bikes, but any of the infantry, just move block them. They are hurt even more by move blocking than we are.
Yeah. Hunter, I'm going to take this comments off the stage. We'll pull them up because we're obscuring Hunter. We don't want him. We want to see Hunter's beautiful face.
Appreciate that. I saw the squeak comment. I'm sorry, my dogs were really excited when I get home, and she was showing
your Fenrisian wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they are. it's always just a graveyard of dead toys when I come home, just stuffing everywhere. I'm like, okay, not furniture. That's the big thing.
Hey,
That's,
there you
that's
go.
a good thing.
That's a good upgrade.
Indeed. But yeah, and also for custodies, tank shock and grenades are a really good way to
Oh, sure, yeah.
help you get through. Not their sisters of silence. Those things actually have like resistance to mortal wounds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have much trouble picking them up with regular
Yeah,
stuff.
and if I remember, our custodies really like stratagem reliant.
I mean, it depends on the build that they're doing. Lions is the most common one. They can do. They're gonna like make their captains make strats free too, which help. They have like the Space Marine captain strat built in a lot. They do like everyone. Everyone likes strats. I think. Just know that they're once per game, so they can do again with the for a CP.
Oh yeah,
If you're doing a shooting list, remember that he has to, for his wardens, he has to say at the beginning of the phase if they're getting the 4-up feel no pain.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing a shooting list and they pop that, just shoot something else.
yeah.
Try to get where you can shoot 2 things.
Speaking of, I noticed that in your Stormlance list for Worlds, you did not mention a single ounce of shooting outside of bolt pistols.
Bjorn's got a flamer and a mega and a mega cannon.
Oh my
Yeah,
Or Jack
No.
throws his hammer.
and it's assault. But no, I am doing all melee. Just if you want to play on the clock, that sounds good. I know how to ignore 2/3 of the game.
Yeah,
We're just my answer to problems is more speed and more bodies, and it is weird though because the whole time I want something to kill a chaff unit. I'm like, I've got chaff units. I got wolves. I do. I got 2 units of wolves. I got scouts. I got thunder wolf cav, and it's just kind of it's a different mindset of not playing the trade game. You play the all in game. When you can. But it is weird. The whole time I was making, I was like, man, I sure would like a Gladiator Reaper or a Rep X or 3 Dreadnoughts to shoot things. And nope, we're going all melee. See how it goes.
just go for the skew. Evening Reese. But that's kind of my thought with going to World. I'm not gonna win it. Just skew into the matchups you're gonna win and go harder.
That's not a bad. If you're gonna make a skew list, skew hard. Don't put don't tip your toe into it. Go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You may be surprised at what happens when you have just way more activations or way more higher toughness or way more speed than someone else.
For sure.
It makes the game different.
And it's nice when you have more speed and toughness.
That's what we got.
Yeah.
That's true. That's the big thing. And the more you practice with it, the more you know your matchups. And when you have to throw your whole army at people and know what can do what.
Yeah, for sure. Matt, are you working on anything? Any lists right now? Any events coming up?
Well, I've been working on the Redemptor list, but I'm going to a team event this weekend, and I decided not to take that. So I'm going to let me pull this up, show you what. Tonight's the deadline, so I can still change this, but this is what I think we're going to do. You see the name of the list, Aiden?
Aiden made me run Stormlands. He threatened to tell everyone I secretly have a poster of Magnus in my bed.
Yes.
Oh, he loves Magnus. He does. He really
Stormlance with Arjak, Bjorn, Combi Lieutenant Logan, Infiltrator, Scout, 3 6-man Thunderwolf, 2 10-man Terminator.
does. Wow. You're not messing around with this.
Nope. I'm going to hold all the center objectives and see if you can do anything about it.
Love it.
I don't like that. Another list I would not like to play.
Mm-hmm.
That is a T5 -1 to wound Terminator list and higher toughness.
Yep. And a -1 to hit, -1 to wound. Once 1 unit per turn of Thunderwolves.
And you're not playing any shooting though.
No.
But this is a teams list, so it's different. You get to kind of pick your
This
match.
is a teams list, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to bring the Redemptor list, and then I realized I have a Crusher Stampede, I have Votan, I have Death Guard, and I have Eldari. And maybe we get a 50-50 of the Eldari, but the big Fire Dragon list of Eldari, none of us wanted to fight. And this here, I will fight them all day.
You'll run at them.
Oh, you get no buffs, and if you shoot at the Thunderwolves, you're hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, and I get a 4 pinball. Oh, you shoot the Terminators? All right, cool. You hit on 3s, but you're still wounding on 4s, and I get a 4 pinball.
Yeah, they hate that.
Yeah.
Eldari have to, like, when they see space, when they see that list, especially, have to go like,
Yep. Where's Jane's are and the Banshees? All right, Thunderwolves are going that way. You're anti what? Infantry. Cool. Here's mounted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I changed my Worlds list. Was Eldari. Is I played a game in Eldari and I lost by like 1 or 2 points. And I was like, I don't like this. I'm just going to include some Desolation Marines. And that helped a lot.
Yeah, a lot of armies struggle with Eldari, especially the 20 Dragon build people are running right now.
It is nasty. Yeah.
But this, I think, almost 20-0s that. And there's not much that crushes this. I don't think this loses more than 12-8 in its worst matchups.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Green Machine saying aggressors in a Beast Slayer list. Yeah, like they love lethals.
Yep.
I mean,
the aggressors are interesting. They're shooty. They have decent, okay shooting, and they have okay combat. Like, yeah, they fit fine in Beast Slayer.
They're
It's
pretty
a little
durable.
slow. You just gotta deliver them some way or outflank them, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. You got twin link gauntlets, so I don't know if you really need lethal in melee.
Yeah,
helps out with the T9 plus. I love their flamers. Like their flamer Overwatch, even on 3-man, will like wipe a 10-man squad, or like kill like 3 or 4 Marines. So I think their flamers are really good. But anything loves lethals, especially Gravis stuff.
Yeah, I got a box them I keep procrastinating from building.
Yeah.
No, I think you're going to start seeing big groups of aggressors in the new White Scars detachment.
Is that right?
You can attach a character to them to give them lethal, and then there's like a strat to give them sustain. So you're going to be back to the lethal, sustain, shooting, advance and shooting, fall back and charging aggressors.
Yeah, they're really good. Although we have to say I found out with head takers, 3 damage is so common. So I don't know. 4 damage, not so much.
No. Yeah, that's what I say. 4 damage is a good break point for us to be at. There's only a couple things like Doomsday Arcs, Overcharge, Riptides. It's about there's maybe a couple other things. That's all I really remember seeing a lot of.
That new White Scars detachment looks fun. The bikes look fun, but you know what strat is missing from there? The Auto 9 Advance. They do not have that. And I'm just looking at Thunderwolves just teleporting across the battlefield. I'm like, yeah, you wish you were these Thunderwolves.
That's the reason you have to take Bjorn in the Stormlance, so you can get first turn and still send your Thunderwolves 21 inches.
Every game. Send them every game.
Every game that I didn't want to, I ended up doing it. It was just the call was too much.
Yeah. Well, 3 of them, I'm probably going to send them every game, and then Deep Striker Terminator right behind them, and then Rapid Ingress the next one, and then I'm in the middle of the board. My infiltrators are shutting down the backfield. Do something about it.
Yeah. Jordan ran Stormlance list, Bjorn, Cav, Terminators. He sent his Cav most games. I think he said he went 3-2, and like all 3 of his wins were hundreds because he just like suffocated the opponents. But there were a couple lists into Necrons and Orcs, I think, that had the damage. I think he said in his Necron game he lost like 13 or 14 cavalry on turn 1. I was like, whoa, because he just sent everything on turn 1. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, Necrons and Tau had the shooting to pop some TCAV. There's a lot of things that do, but like those are like that flat damage 4. You're like,
I
But the
hate
nice thing is now that the Silent King lost his ignore mods thing, in Stormlance you can give them the -1 to hit and wound. So that can help Thunderwolves a little bit. Before that, they just ignored that.
Yeah, for sure. I remember a tournament game from when I was just starting to run Stormlance Wolf Jail. It was like I was undefeated, like 3-0 at this point. This is the 4th game, and I'm like pushing this tile player, really hemming him into his deployment zone, and I've got this whole like 8 brick of Logan on Chariot with a battle leader and 6 Thunderwolf Cav, and he's one at shooting activation before I blood surge in and save myself, and he cleans 5 of the 6 Thunderwolf Cav with 1 Riptide. And I was like, oh man, this sucks. Like dev wounds, he rolled a bunch of sustained. Yeah, Tau can really do it.
Yeah,
ignoring mods, just
But unfortunately for Tau, one Thunderwolf with those 2 characters really could still pick up most of his armor.
Oh, they did. They did. But I was missing those Thunderwolves for the rest of the game.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm hoping they do a reveal at Worlds, bring back, Thunderwolf Cav characters and Russ.
Please one. Just give us a battle leader.
Seriously, man. What the hell?
Wolfguard battle leader in Terminator armor and a Wolfguard battle leader in on a Thunderwolf.
100%.
And a resculpt for the Thunderwolves to Primaris size everything.
I don't want to buy 21 Thunderwolves. I already have I did convert up my Thunderwolves. I got Thunder Bears that are pretty cool. That are more Primaris scarce.
Yeah, I have a friend who's working on a Space Bears army.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was one of my ideas for Thunderwolves. The Bears. It's cool.
Yeah, because they have some cool 3D prints online you can get of the Bear Riders.
Yeah, I did the Bears, and I actually use like Reaver bodies and heads because they look cool.
Oh yeah.
Not a good model, but not a good unit, but a great looking model with the skulls and stuff on them.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I have Reavers in my 3 Dreadnought list that I've been playing in singles now. I wasn't cursors, I switched them to Reavers.
I think they're okay. They've got some.
I mean, they're in that 80-point range. Like all those units are okay. Like they're not super important, but that -1 OC is kind of cool sometimes, or causing that battle shock.
For sure.
Well, if you can use it, there's really about anything is useful if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any unit that we have access to. I'm just like, man, that thing sucks.
Yeah. Fire strike turret.
You say that, but the best Ultramarine player that I know always brings it, and he always at worst goes X-1 at tournaments, and he loves it.
The little bunker thing.
Servo turrets. Yeah, I've seen someone run those and like have success. I'm like, what? What are they? Yeah.
The Hammerfall bunker is not a real object. It does not exist. It can't hurt me.
Really quick before this comment, OSO saying, can you run the Thunder Bears in tournaments? Yeah, usually if you're like around the right base size, around the right size, around the right war gear, people it shouldn't matter.
Maybe not at a GW Open.
Yeah,
but pretty much anything else you should be able to just message the TO, get it approved.
William saying,
approved my Thunder Bears.
Yeah,
did they? Okay,
that's awesome, man. That's great.
Yeah, good for them. And like I said, it's all
they have been getting more lenient lately.
Yeah.
The body's all in the weapons. Everything's GW. It's just the bear. It's just the mount is the only thing that's not. So kudos to GW for doing that.
For sure. William's asking, how does Stormlights do against Imperial Knights, 5 big knights, or Armiger spam? Yeah, that's kind of tough. The Knights have the OC. They have the durability. I haven't played them with Stormlights in a while.
I haven't either. I was doing really well into them with Gladius, even without much shooting, but I'm interested with Stormlance because in Gladius, the Lance with the extra AP on the Terminators into them was really, really strong, especially with Arjax squad. You could dig through them. So I haven't played Stormlance since the book came out. That'll be my first run with it this weekend. So I'm not actually able to give great feedback on that.
My little bit of experience is you really need like the Wolfen or some anti-tank to take out one. If you can take out one big one, and then just get in the way, which is the strategy of
wolves. Yeah.
But yeah, I think a 10-man wolf and brick will help you with the big knights. The little knights,
Yeah, we can kill the little knights.
Yeah.
You can pick them up with strength 5, maybe lance sometimes.
Yeah, because strength 5, you're still winning on 5s. You get everything's 3 damage on all the Thunder Wolves. Got a bunch of 3 damage in the units from the characters and the big axes. So if you can wound, you can take them down.
For sure. My advice against knights, big stuff, is don't split, overcommit into one. Like, you don't want to leave 3 knights on 8 wounds, 6 wounds left, because they will just retaliate at full strength, and it'll be very bad for you.
Yeah. My way I'm planning on dealing with them this weekend is to put them into Clay and his 20 fire dragons. That's how I'm going to beat knights with my wolves this weekend. Don't play them.
But also, William, just know that when they fall back or they move through you, that they can't end on top of you or within engagement range. So you can kind of get in there, see where they land at, and go, you can't land here, and make them go back if you go first.
Mm-hmm. And if you can get them to half wounds, their OC goes down, and then you can out OC them on a lot of the objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
And I had Arjak take down a Knight Abominant almost by himself. So
Arjak can pop off sometimes, especially in new character knights.
Well, because Knights don't have invuls, like I think I probably did give him the extra AP, so it was at AP 3, so they were saving on 6s, but flat 3 damage. Like,
oh man.
In their characters, the big knight, so he's full reroll to hit, full reroll to wound, hitting on 2s, winning on 3s, 5 attacks. So it's like, all right, here's 5 6-up saves. You fail 5 of them, that's what, 15 damage right there?
And you were doing that with in Storm or in Gladius?
That would have been in Gladius, yeah.
I think Ragnar and 10 Blood Claws help a lot with that in Gladius as well. That unit can pick up a big knight.
Yeah.
For sure. Reroll wounds, AP 4 lance. Yeah. You know what I just realized based off what you said, Matt? There is literally only a single way to improve AP in Melee. Except for one enhancement in Beast Slayer, but whatever. But like no strats, like think about all the attachments, even codex attachments. Like there are just so few ways to improve AP. Except for, you know what I miss?
Champions of Russ.
Champions of Russ. That attachment was just...
Well, we were just talking about Reavers. I was remembering when we could drop in, shoot, and charge with the Phobos Lieutenant with the Reavers and steal people's home objective on like turn
Get everyone
2.
+1 OC.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I keep comparing Reavers to. Like, that's the Reavers I want.
Yeah, I was running that guy, and I was running a second squad with the Reaver Lieutenant, so now their aura was 6 inches, and that was a lot of fun. Like, I'm going to steal your backfield and shut off all your OC here in the middle, and now you got to kill these 2 Reavers before you deal with the rest, all these Thunderwolves that are running around.
It's really weird they took away the Phobos Lieutenant ability to charge afterwards. Because, like, no one was really abusing that. It was, like, very niche, and they're like, no.
Space Wolves were, and then they immediately took it away because we were triggering it in Champions too early. I 100% think that was a Space Wolf thing that caused that to happen.
You know what my friend was joking about this weekend, talking about Space Wolves? He's like, okay, Gramis comes back this year, but instead of Space Wolves, instead of getting a new attachment, they just get Champions of Russ. Like, top to bottom, the same attachment.
Sold.
Yes. Like, do you know how we literally just jump up a tier or 2 in the whole?
Oh, absolutely.
I only wish that they could bring
everything we need.
Yeah. I only wish you'd bring the Murder Fang bowling ball back from that attachment.
Oh yeah.
That was so dumb.
You stack like 10
Murder Fang and Champions of Russ on Logan's go turn was just ridiculous. I'm all right. I'm full of reroll to hit and wound, or full reroll to hit in every combat I bounce into.
Full reroll to hit, sustained, lethals, lance, extra AP. You know,
6-inch pile and consolidate.
You could just clean through tanks.
Oh yeah, at Nova. The year before last, or the year before, I can't remember which. I think it was the year before. I picked like 750 points of Tyranids up on turn 2 with Murder Fang.
I used to
clear the whole flank.
I mean, I used to almost like shake my opponents and be like, "Hey, he can advance and charge, and get a 6-inch pile and consolidate. And every time you punch him, he punches back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like maybe I wasn't speaking English, but I'd kill like 3 or 4 vehicles. Just kind of keep.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your rhino hit me.
Well, and they have to. They can't choose not to. It's like,
Correct.
so
You
here's one
cannot.
for you, Aiden.
Oh, so Wolfen models, I love and I hate them. Wolfen kits have amazing bits. They have they've got incredible shields. They've got incredible axes. They've got incredible hammers. They have incredible claws. Like the bits in Wolfen kits are incredible. The bodies are terrible. My recommendation is use Primaris bodies, Reavers, or just Intercessors. Add Wolfen arms on and Wolfen heads, and they look fantastic.
And what'd you do yours out? Like 8-bound or something? Or was
I
that
did mine
something
on
else?
8-bound, and they look really good. But damn, that was a hell of an expensive conversion because each 8-bound,
Yeah.
3-man 8-bound is like $60. So for a 10-man Wolfen, you're like $200, and you're like, no, never mind. I'm not
I'm
going to do
thinking
20
if
more
there
Wolfen
might
out
be
of
some
this.
cool, like, Age of Sigmar or Old World conversions with, like, Beastmen or something.
For sure.
That's what I was looking for. That I feel like there was some Age of Sigmar like werewolf models or
I
something.
know there used to be,
or,
there were werewolf models for War Machine that I saw people run as them way back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
I've
There
seen
are a couple 3D printed ones that are decent, but yeah.
I've seen people use Wolfen models with like chosen CSM and kind of and using stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know about a true Wolfen proxy though.
Yeah.
I have to think.
Ooh, here's another one. Ran Stormlance against Drukhari, had no throwaway units, lost backline immediately. That's one thing that can really hurt Stormlance.
Infiltrators.
We don't know that word.
Fenrisian wolves.
Yeah.
Just infiltrator, scout, yeah.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you can't. You got to have. But I always run a squad of infiltrators and a scout. Like those, like no matter what I'm running, I start with them. Because one, you got to protect your home objective because you draw linchpin, there's a lot of ones. Scorched earth, let them just take it. Like you just keep them out of there forever. And then the scouts, like Hunter was saying earlier, especially if you run an aggressive list, you need a way to stop people infiltrate blocking you so you're caged in turn one.
Mm-hmm. Scouts. I've also found that I played Drukhari with very little shooting, and that was so difficult because they have fast jump screens. Some amount of shooting helps a hell of a lot in the Drukhari matchups.
Mm-hmm. And we got to figure out the new Drukhari. I had a guy bring it to our little RTT this weekend, and they're brutal. The new Hellions and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're
witches,
marine
like,
killers.
they're crazy good. Yep.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know too much about the new. I've seen a few things on them. I don't have any new Drukhari experience, so I'm going into Worlds blind on that one. So
yeah,
but
they played into our Eldar player here, and he was complaining that the Drukhari had too much fast trading units.
Yes, they really
And
do.
if you're making the Eldar complain about that, like that's a thing.
I feel like that's always the thing when you play into like the Eldar and the Drukhari of the world is you can't do the trade game. That's not your like if you let them do what they want to.
Well, see, the Eldar couldn't even play the trading game with Drukhari. They have so much little shit now.
Yeah,
it's
Drukhari does.
Crazy how much stuff they have.
Well, maybe Skari wins Worlds and gets to be number one, and the what a Chad! I love
what
it.
a hero. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I think he should be like an example of if you like an army, you can win with it.
For sure. Yeah. This is an interesting point. We've talked about before. Whirlwinds as a home objective unit, or Desolation Marines as a home objective unit, recover those 190 points almost every game. I mean, that's like, if you think about it as like a 110 point upgrade from Intercessors, it's not that crazy. For 110 points, you have to shoot out of line of sight every turn. You know, I mean, you're not sticking, you're not screening as well, you're not.
Yeah, the one time I took that instead of my infiltrators, I just kept hitting 6-inch deep strike. Farsight stuff dropped back there and just picked it up and then took like now as soon as you get something like that, now you gotta leave other stuff back to help bubble the whirlwind. Now you're leaving like 300 points of your army behind. I'd rather just bring one infiltrator and do it because The indirect really isn't that important. I'm planning to come hold the whole middle. If you want to sit on your back objective the whole game, I don't care.
For sure.
There's very few secondaries you can do hiding on your back line where I'd need to whirlwind you.
There's some.
Yeah.
I'm not mad either about Desos. I know they're 200 points, but like in some detachments, whether it's Beast Slayer, Gladius, the Sneaky Marines one, where you can Gladius and the Sneaky Marines one, you can boost their AP, which is not bad.
Yeah, and Desos is a 5-man. You can at least string them out to help bubble better.
Screen.
And then maybe leave a Fenrisian with them. So now you only got another 40 points back to help bubble, where it's like with a whirlwind, I don't think you can screen as well.
Yeah, having run Desos 5 games this weekend, I do like them. My advice for using them is know when they're not going to do anything. If you're facing like Marines, if you're facing like Custodes, just don't even spend resources on them. Chip a couple wounds here and there, maybe kill all their small screening stuff, but don't like throw extra AP. Don't throw oath. I do like them, especially because I played a recon guard player, and oh my god, Desolation Marines! I picked fixed for the first time in 10th edition since like 3 years ago, and killed. I killed. Gosh, how many was it? Like 150 guardsmen over the course of the game with them. It was just like insane how much they were picking up, or just boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm. Ignore cover and blast is great into that
Extra
list.
AP. Yep.
And you know what's really good into that list? Just fist. You don't get cover in melee. I'm gonna throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can played into combined arms at the GT, and yeah, just charged in and killed everything.
Wow.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's one thing our Terminators do. You have a lot of attacks out of those big units. They kill infantry really, really well.
For sure. Rune Eyes.
We haven't actually talked about anything yet. We're waiting for you to get here.
For sure.
We get started now.
Josh, just as a side note, Joshua, join our Discord. Throw that list in the list review. We'll take a look at it. But other than that, it looks good. I mean, just mean Stormland stuff. Pretty standard. I would say instead of head takers with the battle leader, I would do head takers with the wolf priest, because +1 wound is almost necessary most of the time with the head takers. But other than that, it looks good.
Yeah, if you're doing the battle leader with the head takers, do a 3-man squad with dual weapons and just torpedo them out of a Storm Raven.
You need a Storm Raven.
But if you're going to do a 6-man with shields and that priest, he's a brick. Like, that unit's more durable than when you're throwing your whole army at people that people really want to deal with.
For sure. And you fail to kill them in a single turn, they revive, they fall back, they charge in. And they hit you harder than they hit you last turn. So I like that unit.
Indeed.
Ooh. Any unique strategies for Niall or Grey Hunters to facilitate viability?
It's so close. That unit
so close.
It's just so close.
They need to get a little cheaper to really be good.
For sure.
I did have a list I built with them in it, but I ended up going with my 3 Redemptor list instead, so I haven't actually got to play test it. Like, every time I try to put a 180-point Grey Hunter unit in, I'm like, well, I could just take a second Infiltrator and Intercessors or Reavers, or like just and have 2 versatile units to fill key roles, because we don't really need their damage, because we got the Thunderwolves and the T-Cav, or a Murder Fang, or we're putting in some shooting. So it's like having the 10-man squad really in all that OC, like, it's kind of wasted at 180 points. I'd rather just take 2 squads to do separate little things.
Yeah, it's so close, because I do like just weighted dice. And if you can make that unit advance and charge and like Beast Slayer, its stock would be even higher. But from just all the rerolls, but I don't know, that unit, it's just like you said, it's 180 points plus an agile of, what's he, 80?
Yeah, 70 or 80, something like that. Yeah,
he's expensive. He's like 85. It's unfortunate.
Oh, I think he is 85 actually.
Yeah.
So,
but and y'all with 6 head takers, he's asking maybe in Stormlance, but I'd rather have Ragnar, a priest, or a battle leader. I think all three lead the unit better than y'all. Although in
Yeah.
Stormlance, the auto advance would be nice because you can charge after. But
For sure. I could see y'all and 3 paired weapon head takers as like a missile. Send them, well, you get them at transport. They go 13 inches, so 16 total, and then charge. Could be a fantastic little missile, like a paired weapon head takers. You maybe clear a screen with his shooting and then send in. Definitely an option.
What else can he join? He can join head takers, blood claws,
and Grey Hunters,
and
yeah.
Grey Hunters. I think that's it.
Blood Claws is also decent for the auto 6 advance,
Yeah.
but still,
They do have the built-in advance charge. We have you'd rather take Ragnar or a priest with them, I think.
points need to come down a little bit on y'all, a little bit on Grey Hunters, and then that could be a real unit.
Yeah, and y'all down to 75, Grey Hunters down to 160, maybe 155.
We have such good characters. Think about the Wolf Priest, the Battle Leader, Ragnar, heck, even Ulrich, are all contentions for great leaders of those same squads, and they're all cheaper. They're all 60, 65, 70 points, except for Ragnar. He's a beast, but they're so cheap. You compare them to y'all for 85 points is a world of difference.
Yep.
What would you imagine if Niall could join units like what's his name, Tigerius or Tiggy from Ultramarines? If Niall could join Hellblasters,
Yep.
man,
I always say Stern Guard is always the one I think of. Yeah.
Stern Guard.
Now you start really auto advancing Hellblasters and Stormlance with sustained hits.
Yeah, if y'all could join, one of those units, and if we could put a Terminator chaplain in our 3rd Terminator squad, now we got some stuff to play with. But
oh man, if
so
we could
restricted.
if we could put Terminator chaplains in, I could see a list with 30 Terminators and Stormlance, and one's got Arjack, 2 have Terminator chaplains, Logan solo, and just +1 to wound Terminators, just hitting you.
Yeah. And when they bring the battle leaders with Blood Surge back to put in the Thunderwolves and Stormlance.
GW should let us do balance. I agree.
Yes.
Space Wolves all just go down in points. They all get upward rules.
Mm-hmm.
Xander, yes, this is actually something that I'm considering for my Stormlands. Devastator Centurions do not need Oath. They shoot really freaking hard. They are durable. So I love the idea of including Devastator Centurions. Definitely not a 6-man. Do not invest that 6-man who gets touched and cannot shoot. That will be terrible. A 3-man from reserves is fantastic. I don't think at this point if you include 3-mans, put in reserve, they show up, they will most likely pop a rhino and shoot something else, and then require real resources to shoot down.
Yeah, the only problem with them is once they get on the table in Wolves, they can't be removed and brought back in. So now they can be played around because they're so slow. So
for sure,
you got to bring them on in a spot to pick something up and hopefully have a firing lane they can sit in and be useful.
Absolutely. If there is a long angle that can see multiple objectives, sit them there the whole game. They're good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really a unit that I've never owned because I just hate the models. To be fair, I think they look.
I've had Assault Centurion, but I've never had the Dev Centurions.
Mm-hmm. I've converted mine.
Some people do great with them. That's just not my jam.
Yeah, Runize is saying, can you imagine if every faction had a council of elders to determine changes and suggestions? We are the delegation of Space Wolves. Here are our suggestions. Yep. Everything gets cheaper.
Fair and balanced.
Exactly.
But
what's the problem? You can't let the people who love the army really do it.
Yeah, you can't. What's the old saying? Penguins can't sell snow.
Yeah.
Penguins can't sell snow. That's a good one.
So, no, but yeah, we can always make wish list, and just actually, if everyone in chat will just spam GW email their customer service and just tell them all our suggestions just every day. Just spam it until they have to. Hold them hostage.
Or just everybody buy lots of wolves. If we make wolves the best-selling army, and then we just get in their ear, be like, "Hey, you make more money off us than Eldar."
Yeah, that would be an interesting statistic to see. Is what breakdown of sales by. You couldn't really do Space Marines because every intercessor and infiltrator, you'd have to do faction specific.
Well, I think Marines will just always sell well because they're like the poster boy. Everything you see, like everybody who's first getting in, like from outside, all the teens, and it's by Space Marines. Like that's just they play the Space Marine games. I don't think they'll ever have problems selling just Space Marines. But I think Eldar is probably their best-selling army after Marines, because Marines will probably always be the number one.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's interesting to me because Eldar's got models from like the 90s still.
Yeah, well, they started upgrading some of them, but yeah, some of them are still.
Indeed.
But it was always the same thing in Fanny and stuff. Everybody always loved to play the elves.
They do. It's almost like they pretend they're better than us.
Yeah, like we're some kind of monkeys or something.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy Xeno scum.
Yes. Wipe them off the bottom of my boot. As Scott always says. One of our local guys always says that about Xenos.
That was just never the faction that I really liked in any of the, whether it was Old World or Fantasy or 40K. I just never, I don't know, I never got to the models and stuff for them. The eggheads were always weird for me with Eldar. I respect people that like them. I mean, that's cool. That's your jam. It just wasn't very aesthetic to me.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I do have to like the model for me to play it. That is my downfall. It's got to look cool.
Oh, this is adorable. Neat event from your weekend, Rune Eyes. Whenever a local shop announces a tournament, my son, a Tyranid player, and I will build our lists and play practice matches. That is
there you go.
So adorable.
Has he beaten you yet, or you still got him under control?
He makes him cry every time.
You still the man of the house over there?
Whoa, that's crazy. 16 matches, he beat him every time. He's a child prodigy.
Man, you got to start bringing some extra points, man. You can't be letting your son beat you.
Tyranids are hard sometimes.
Crusher Stampede can be a pain.
Tyranids is a tough matchup for us. They kill Marines so easy, and they have such a good answer to us.
Yeah.
When I see Nid's player and I see that stupid Spore Mine, I'm like, I'm in for a match today. Just from that thing for rules, I'm like, this sucks.
I'm going to screw all these secondaries for free.
And also, you can't advance. You can't.
That's
just this unit not advancing. Nope.
Unless it's Purge the Foe, that I'm like, shoot those stupid little mines for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Purge the Foe. I can hang out on my half of the table.
Oh yeah, it's Stormlance. Yeah, here you can't advance, start, or end an advance near me. God damn it!
Wow. Saga the Beast Slayer is the way to do it, though. If you're running against big bugs. Table turn 4 finally won one. Amazing, Rune Eyes.
There you go.
Love Beast Slayer. Just.
Well,
indeed.
Anything else you guys want to get into?
Nothing particularly. Just prepping for Worlds. Might play a couple game here and there.
When is Worlds again?
Next Thursday is the first day of Worlds, the pods.
Oh, next Thursday. All right, cool. So list should be out by the time we get on next Tuesday.
Hopefully.
Cool. So we can talk about some stuff you guys are worried about and stuff. I'll give you a quick rundown of my team event, and we can get into your guys' thoughts on Worlds. That'd be awesome.
For sure. We got a question from Rune Eyes. What are you hoping to see release for next week? Reveals.
Logan. Not Logan.
Russ.
Lehman Russ.
Lehman.
And Battle Leaders on Thunderwolves with Blood Surge.
Thunderwolves. I hope they release 4 different Thunderwolf characters.
Yep. Wolf Priest in Terminator armor.
Iron Priest on Thunderwolf, Wolf Priest on Thunderwolf, Wolfguard Battle Leader on Thunderwolf, Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. There. Boom. Rune Priest on Thunderwolf. Done.
Ragnar on Thunderwolf.
I would love to see, on top of all that, just some type of lieutenant that could join our Terminator squads with the characters.
Lieutenant or the Wolf Priest in Terminator armor would be a cool.
As long as that's the rule.
The chaplain. Yeah, the +1 to wound and bring a guy back. Imagine if we bring Terminators back to those fucking squads.
Well, then your 30 Terminator list with 5, Arjak, Logan, and then 3 of those guys. You just
Man, but can you imagine? Yeah, Wolf Freeze plus 1 wound and heal a guy. That would be like the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
GW's listening to us be like, well, we got to sell some Terminators. Let's
No, they're not listening to me. They're like, he already bought 30 Terminators. He can't run anymore. I don't care what he wants. He already bought them.
Oh man,
Make them good. I'll run them. I'll run Champions of Fenders again. I'll sell Terminators for you. I'll make everybody want to run 30 Terminators
seriously, man.
champions.
that would be cool.
I almost had everybody there, and then I had a bad showing at Crucible. If I'd have went like 4-1 with them, like
Everyone would have been
sold
running
a lot of
Champions
Terminators
Fenders.
that next week.
Everyone would have been on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be bringing Russ back, right? You've got a strat and
I've already said, yeah, that says monster. Yeah.
it says monster. And you just kind of you thumb through that book and like, we don't have any monsters, guys.
Yep.
So they got to be, right?
I mean, the book is supposed to be written with 11th edition in mind, so.
And you have to think that we got the most thorough range refresh out of any Marines.
Yes.
Like full stop.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's got to be coming. Maybe a campaign book or something coming around the beginning of 11th edition. I'm thinking.
You think he's going to come back like Wolfen Russ or like an Odin Russ or like,
Ooh,
or
man.
just like Russ? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think he's going to?
I don't know. Well, like I could see an old like Odin, like ragged beard. You know what I mean? Like imagine the same upscale that Grimnar got, but for Russ, that would be sick.
Yeah. Well, other than the Demon Primarchs, all the ones they've brought back for the good side really haven't changed much from their lore. So I don't know how much they're actually going to change him. Because he was already kind of feral Wolfen Russ when he needed to be anyway. So it's like they might get like he'll probably have the Primarch thing where he can pick 3 things. Maybe one of them will be a bestial thing where he buffs Wolfen and Thunderwolves, and another one's more tactical. Like so you like see what mode is Russ in right now. Like he's got to hit like a truck. He's got to be able to beat Gilliman hands down in combat.
Yeah. Hunter, you and I should be there together. I think it's the live reveal at Worlds. So if Russ is coming back, everyone, it'll be crazy.
You heard it here first. We're confirming it. Okay.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Timestamp confirmed. We're just already spoiling it. Okay.
Yes.
You know?
Spoilers. Lehman Russ is coming back. We did not say when though. Okay. So we are right whenever it happens.
We are correct.
Yes.
That would be a funny model. They bring him back, make him like Fat Thor from Avengers.
That would be hilarious. You know what model I want to see? If anyone's read the Ragnar books, Hager the Mountain. He's like this really thick, like the chunky Space Wolf, and he's badass.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. I really wish they would lean more into the Viking thing.
For sure.
Yes. Well, they did with the reveal compared to what they used to do. So I was real happy with that.
You look at the Wolfguard models, the new Terminator models, they're very, bearded and some braids.
Shields are very Nordic, like axes instead of swords and stuff. Like, yeah. So that makes me hope we'll get more of a Viking Russ than like any kind of weird thing.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We can only hope and dream it. Yeah, I'll be there. Wednesday's my birthday for not this Wednesday, the day before the event. So my biggest challenge will be how bad of a hangover will I be on Thursday for round 1 with my a French or Japanese, whatever opponent from in the tiers, and they'll have jet lag versus hangover round 1.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Happy early birthday.
Appreciate it, guys.
I'll have to wish him again next week because it'll be the night before his birthday next week.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be my birthday in Japan, so I do like to start a little early.
There you go.
Indeed. But yeah, let's meet up while we're there. It'll be a lot of fun times, and we can tell everyone that we already know that Russ is coming back, and we'll drop on the live stream or something.
For sure, man. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for coming again. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back next week. May or may not do some stuff during the week about my teams list. We'll see how busy I get, but And no, OSO, Lehman Russ is not going to be Santa. But thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you for watching Almost Functional Gaming. We appreciate the support of all followers of Russ and the Allfather. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out our merch store and Almost Functional Score Tracker on Amazon. Everything helps support the growth of this channel, and we appreciate it.